Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be all about how I sell my clothes online to make extra cash. So if you're interested in learning about that, then just keep watching. Either you're here from my Instagram or you're here because you're searching the web on how to sell clothes online or make extra cash. And I'm your girl. I've been selling my old clothes online since I was about 18 and I am 23 now. So I really feel like I have this down. I have made quite a steady income from this over the last year when I started taking it more seriously, and up until then I just kind of sold off and on whenever I got in moods or just really wanted to declutter my closet. So there are tons of apps and ways to sell your clothes online, but I am going to talk about one specifically which I have found to be the best for selling clothes, and that is the app Vinted. This video is not sponsored by them whatsoever. I am just seriously obsessed and I love talking about them. It is easily the easiest way I have made cash online. So I'm going to show you the app. This is what it looks like. It's this little blue icon right here. And on here, my username is CSDubs with a Z. I'll have it right here if you want to check out my closet. And I have over 300 positive reviews, well, 300 reviews. And I don't even know how many sales because it doesn't tell you that, and not everybody leaves a review. But this is what my closet looks like. Currently, I only have 11 items. Items posted. So I'm going to talk about Vinted, and I'm going to share my tips with how I earn money from using this app. I wrote down a list of tips so I wouldn't get scatterbrained, and this is just going to be the easiest way for me to go through it and hopefully the quickest way. My first tip is to remember to calculate shipping in your listing price. And what I mean by this is on Vinted, the customer always pays for shipping, and that is the way I prefer it. Mainly because shipping can be so all over the place. You never know if shipping is going to cost you $7 at the post office or if it's going to cost you $28. Vinted is nice because when you sell an item, you're automatically emailed a shipping label. I do know that Poshmark does this as well, and probably some other platforms, but I just really like how easy it is to get your shipping label. You don't have to go on and customize it or make it or input any information. As soon as the sale goes through, you are emailed it and you print it off and smack it on the package. So what I mean by tip number one is to remember that your customer is paying shipping, so the item has to be worth the price plus the shipping price to them. So if I was listing this, let's see, if I was gonna list this headband, which I don't even know if you can, I think you can list hair accessories, but anyways, if I was gonna list this headband, say I wanna sell it for $5, I would also have to remember that customer obviously has to pay shipping. On Vinted, there's 3 different weight brackets for shipping. I believe they are, I can't look, but I believe they're $3.99, $6.99, and $11.99, and they will tell you which bracket you need to be in. You will estimate, but they give you tips on how to guess. So if I want to list that headband for $5, shipping is going to be $3.99 just because that's the smallest bracket for shipping. So the customer then has to think that that headband is worth $9. So I asked myself, like, if this headband was in the store, would I pay $9 for it? Yes or no? I think that's where a lot of people mess up, because to them, they're like, I want $10 for this sweater. I think it's worth $10, but it might not be worth $14 to someone else. So I like to keep my prices fairly affordable and fairly low, because in the end, you're pretty much always making a profit, especially if those items were going to be donated or just gonna sit in your closet and not make you any money anyways. Tip number 2 is to always model the item. I didn't used to do this, but when I started doing this, I noticed a huge increase in my sales. So I always put in my description the brand of the item, the size of the item, and then the size of me, the model. I'll just put like small to medium or my height or something like that, just to let the person know if that item is going to fit them or not, just to give them a better idea. I will put a few examples of the pictures I take for my Vinted and the items being modeled here. I do like to make sure that the item quality is very high, the photo quality is high, the lighting's nice, and it's just an overall cute picture, something that you would scroll by and be like, ooh, that catches my attention, versus something blah like a t-shirt laying on the ground. My third tip is to send offers. Some people might find this annoying, but I have found this to be a great way to push the buyer to buy the item. If I have that sweater listed for $12 and someone favorites it, I will shoot them a message and offer them $10 for the item. My fourth tip is to ship same or next day. Obviously, the quicker you ship, the quicker the customer will receive the item, the quicker you'll get a review, and the quicker you'll get your money. I really like Vinted because they don't take a fee for selling the item for you. There's no fee for shipping, anything like that, and the item and your cash is just put into a wallet until the item has been received by the buyer, and then you can cash it out straight to your bank. My fifth tip is to use USPS pickup. This is something free that USPS offers, and it's basically just they will pick up your item for you if it's pre-labeled. So I will go onto USPS.com the night before I needed to ship an item or items. I will put in how many items I have to ship, what kind of label they have, and an estimated weight, and where I'll have them, and I just set mine by my front door. I have a Ring doorbell, so I don't worry about anybody grabbing them or anything like that, and they just come pick up my packages when they're dropping off my mail for the day. Tip number 6 is to participate in the forums often. There is a forum section on Vinted, if I can find it, just where there are tons of topics, girls, guys, just chatting about said topics. My favorite form to check is the classifieds, and it's the I'm looking for ... section, and people will just list items that they are searching to buy for. This is a great section if you are a thrifter that likes to resell. You can get on here and be like, ooh, everybody's looking for Hollister jeans right now. I'm gonna go to Goodwill and try and find some Hollister jeans. My 7th tip is to use other platforms. If you're not having any luck on Vinted, check out Poshmark or ThredUp. If selling your clothes is basically, you're not really too concerned about getting as much money as possible, I would use ThredUp. They send you a bag, you stuff it full, and you mail it back, and they will tell you how much money they will give you. They can ship you back the items they don't want, or they can donate the items if you don't want them. I've done that twice, and I wonder if I can see how much I've made. I know it wasn't that much money. This is gonna take a second. So this is the app on ThredUp, and it looks like I sent them 20 items. Here's a look at the items I sent. They're all pretty much name brand, like TJ Maxx, or I think there's like some JCPenney and Taylor, those kind of things. So I sent them $20, and they offered me $38.22. If that was on Vinted, I would have made a lot more money, but I would have had to deal with shipping each item out, and I would have to deal with taking pictures, all that kind of stuff. So if you're just looking for a quick way to make some extra cash, I would definitely recommend ThredUp. They do send you the bag for free, and you can mail it back to them for free. My 8th, I'm really losing track here. My 8th tip is to give them a repurchasing discount. So if I sold this sweater, the buyer loved it. They left me a great review. I would message them and be like, hey, thanks so much for your purchase. I'm glad you loved your item. Here's a 10% off coupon for your next order. So just kind of push, get them back in your closet, hopefully buy something else. I think I skipped cute details. So my numbers are all mixed up. This is tip, who knows what number it is, but this tip is all about the details and just making the package cute. Everybody loves to get packages in the mail. Everybody loves getting mail as long as it's not a bill. So make it as fun as possible so you'll get an extra good review. I like to make my mailers really cute. I buy my mailers in bulk off Amazon. I just buy different cute patterns, colors, all that kind of stuff. I like to wrap my items in tissue paper, maybe add a sticker on top, tie it in a bow, and then slip a little note inside the package. Like I said, a coupon or just a thank you note or something like let's connect online, and give them my Instagram username. My last two items are if you are looking to purchase and resale. So if you are hitting up the thrift stores wanting to find some pieces and resell them, these are for you. My first tip are to look for these 3 brands in jeans. I have not done a ton of, has this been falling off this whole time? I hope not. I don't do a ton of purchasing to sell. If I'm at Goodwill and I find an item that's just like, ooh, I know this would sell, I'll grab it up, but I don't really do a lot of it. The 3 brands I would look out for are Lee's, Levi's, and Eddie Bauer. All of these I would look for things like jeans, high-waisted, light wash, just sturdy denim really sells. I think I've bought like jeans for $1.50 and sold them for as much as $40. Things like quarter zips, cargo jackets, anything like that. Just really sturdy, good material, vintage pieces that companies just aren't making anymore will resale. My final tip goes along with that, and that is to check prices online while you're at Goodwill. There's been so many times where I see an item that I'm like, I don't know this brand, but this looks so nice. This is in great shape, feels like great quality, and I think it would resell. I'll hop on Google, I'll Google the item, just say like black fuzzy sweater, and I'll put the label. Poshmark will show up, ThredUp will show up, Vinted will show up, eBay, and I'll just kind of estimate the price. If it would only sell for $10, I probably won't bother. But if I find it and people have already sold that item or an item like it for $20, $30, I'll scoop it up. One last tip for that is to not get in over your head. So many people will go to thrift stores and buy tons and tons and tons of stuff, and this is their first time selling anything online, and then not a lot of stuff will sell. Don't want you to lose out on your money. There is definitely money in purchasing and reselling, so I would just start off small. Start off with 2 pairs of jeans or a dress or a jacket, something like that, that you are pretty sure will sell, just to kind of get your feet wet and get started in your business. So yeah, that is pretty much everything. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it's helpful. If you're on Vinted, let me know. Make sure to follow me on there and follow me on Instagram, as well as subscribe to me here on YouTube. Yeah, so thanks so much for watching. Good luck selling. I hope you make all the extra dough, and I hope you guys have a great day. Bye.